It's finale time. Eee!
Smackdown to the ground. Take on me.
Let them fight.
Scepter, I barely even know her.
So the winner of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 12
is...
Hey there, MsMojo fans. It's Eliza.
And Sam here to recap the finale of Season 12 of RuPaul's Drag Race.
So if you have not seen it yet, get the heck out of here. You have a lot to catch up on. There's gonna be spoilers here.
This is the episode where we find out who won the season, so this is the big one. Let's go!
So before we get started, let's just recap where everybody is standing this season with our leaderboard.
So we have 3 queens left going into the season finale. Gigi Goode is on top with a total of 8 points. Jada Essence Hall is right behind her with 7. And in third place is Crystal Method, but points are out the window. None of that matters. It's anyone's game. Let's get started on this finale.
Ah! It's exciting! This season obviously has a very different setup for the finale. All of the queens are at home and they're filming from their apartments.
Right away, they kind of just cut away to Michelle Visage doing a voiceover from her closet or whatever.
It's the queens of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 12.
It was very Rebecca from Watch Mojo.
As you can see, my shoes are up there. That's my shoe collection.
So let's go through these looks. We had kind of a faux runway, starting off with Rooftop Dahlia.
Oh my gosh, I love Dahlia's green look. Obviously a nod to the Brock ally.
I loved also the idea of going up on the roof. As a Montrealer myself, I get that the apartments in New York can be kind of small, so taking advantage of that, genius. Then we move on to Rockham's anime fantasy. Loved that, the whole kind of way it was filmed too. She had it all down.
Yeah, I love that. It made me sad because it was like, dang, look at all that could have been that we didn't really get to see this season. We're gonna need an all-star season. Please.
Next, we go to a New York queen who did not have roof access. Nikki Doll, you can call her me smitten. In case you were wondering if my run on this show was going to include more Nikki Doll thirsting in puns, you got it today. Next up, Aiden Zane.
Woo! Okay, I got so excited. They started at the bottom, but I felt like they deliberately hovered for a while just so you were like, who is this? Wait, what order did they get eliminated in? And then you see it's Aiden, and Aiden looked absolutely fabulous. I feel like she really upped her glam and just looked really stunning. I noticed the comments too. People were like, oh my gosh, Aiden, I did not know.
Yeah, she really took the judges' critiques to heart, let's say. It was stunning. Next up, we have Britta coming to us from Maine.
I like Britta's look. I thought she looked really glamorous and just cool and funky with the spikes and just the pink. I loved it.
And then next up, we had Edward Scissorjans.
Jan loves to surprise us and go for edgy looks, and this was no exception.
After Jan, we had the Widow.
Come through, namesake. I loved her Black Widow outfit with the spiders on her face, and there was the moving legs in the background. Just full Black Widow.
Scarlett Johansson, your days are numbered.
Then we had Heidi, who was very glamorous.
Elegant glam look, loved that.
I really liked Jackie's look. I thought she looked really classy and gorgeous.
Like we were saying with Dahlia, she also took advantage of the rooftop situation. She had some golden hour going on, just well executed.
And then we had Crystal, who was not just dressed in a piñata-themed outfit, but as an actual piñata.
Yeah, Crystal sent me this one, and this isn't even the weirdest she gets this episode. Then we had Gigi's blue-pink cone fantasy.
I'm glad you came up with a word for it, because I was like, I don't know how to describe this. I like this, but I don't know what to call it. I was like, exaggerated 60s alien cone bra.
Yeah, there's probably a fashion reference we don't understand in there. Very perfectly Gigi, just kind of like simple and elegant, but also over the top and glam.
And finally, Jada Essence Hall in a stars and galaxies inspired look, which is really cool. She sort of had them circling around her and she was at the center.
Yeah, Jada Essence Hall cosplaying as the center of the universe. And we're here for it. My world revolves around Jada.
Let's talk about Mama Ru.
Hello, hello, hello.
I cannot believe I actually called it. I was joking last week when I said...
Right, just gonna go full wrestler.
Exactly. It's gonna be the same thing except rhinestones. Or a face kini. I was totally kidding, and it was true.
At this point, the reality is inescapable. Ru's been missing some Facetune of the analog variety over the past few months. Ru needs her Botox doctor. Lady Danger, get in there.
You should have seen me trying to assemble this green screen all by myself.
No, I love this face Kini moment. I called this look Zorro the Very Gay Blade. So all the queens are at home, and we have 5 lip syncs for the crown, and we learned how they were gonna break it down.
So first, there was a 3-way lip sync, which I wondered and hoped that they would do at some point, but this was going to be a close-up 3-way lip sync where the queens had to serve face, okay? Then the next lip syncs, 2, 3, and 4, are the individual lip syncs where each queen had their own song and got to do their own little thing, almost like a little music video. And then finally, out of those, the top 2 are going to be chosen, and they will have a final side-by-side SmackDown.
Smackdown for the crown.
SmackDown. We got to see the judges, and all the judges are home, and I love this. They're all rocking a little bit of gray in there. Everybody looked great, though.
Yeah, everyone's doing their best to still keep stunning for the finale.
Yeah, fine, I'll tell you. Sorry. Audrey thinks Jam was robbed in the Madonna challenge. I told him.
We also got to see a brief glimpse of some of the guest judges and celebrities singing the praises of the season, how they've been keeping everybody's spirits up at such a difficult time. Just as an aside, Adam Lambert's eyes, fabulous.
So now we go into the individual interviews that Ru has with each queen, starting with Crystal Method.
Crystal's look, first of all, was wild. Crystal is so good at taking wild things that don't necessarily seem like they go together, puts them together and it makes sense.
Feel the beat of the rhythm of the night.
And Crystal also got a video from her mom and dad. Her mom is looking very stylish. Oh my goodness. And her abuela.
Trend alert, supportive abuelas. Another moment that we didn't get in the regular season that they brought to the finale was the pictures of them as children. And we love this moment, so it was so nice to see Crystal talk to herself as a child.
Cody, just know that as you grow up, you're gonna realize that you're kind of different from the other kids. Don't be scared by that. Embrace it and know that what makes you different is what makes you so incredibly special.
Little Cody.
Little Cody, I know, that was adorable.
DeBarge and in charge. Ru also came to the fateful question.
What would it mean to you to be crowned America's next drag superstar?
And this is kind of the context I want to talk about this episode, because there are a couple different answers you can give to this question, and I think we saw all 3. The 3 answers you can give to this question are, 1, I'm gonna push drag further than it's ever been pushed before. 2, I've worked harder than everyone else and I deserve this. And 3, I'm a queen of the people.
Ru, I want to turn drag on its head. I want to create looks that are so bizarre that people don't even know if it's drag.
Crystal's answer was, I'm gonna push drag further than it's ever been pushed before, flip it on its head. We got from Gigi, I'm the most talented, the hardest working, I've done everything that is required of a winner. And then Jada, we got, I am of the bitches for the bitches. She always has been. That was our queen of the people response, was Jada Essence Hall. This question is worth a lot more than I think a lot of people realize, and it won't win you the competition outright, but it'll give you a leg up on that lip sync.
It's like bonus points.
Yeah, it's not just the fiercest, it's also who's the best brand ambassador for RuPaul. After Crystal's one-on-one, we move over to Gigi Good's one-on-one.
Good morning,
Miss Good.
I like Gigi's look. It was super cute before I even realized that it was a 93 Ru look. It was neat.
The craftsmanship of it all, it was all dope.
And my favorite thing about Gigi in this interview, and in general I would say, is that she's so confident. I wasn't even trying to make a joke, but good for her for being confident. Because let's face it, she can back it up. She's got the goods.
I like to believe that I was raised in a way to stay humble, but still be proud of everything that I put out into the world.
Gigi's confidence in her ability got her really far in this competition. And I think we saw other queens that didn't have that level of confidence withered away, whereas Gigi didn't let any one challenge get her down, let it go by, and that's what got her all the way to the final. Her confidence in her abilities and her abilities, because they are worth being confident in.
Absolutely. Gigi is one of those people who knows exactly who she is and what she's about. And it just radiates off of her, and I really appreciate that. And she even said at one point that she wasn't surprised she was in the top 3, and I was like, hey, you know what? We're not surprised either. Let her own that.
She came to win. I loved when she got a video message from her mom.
Her mom was so adorable too. I love that she was wearing like a leopard print top, and she was so chic, as we expected, obviously, right? Knowing that she's a designer and that she helps with Gigi's costumes.
Costume? This is a look.
And she also had, did you notice she had like a hint of leopard print on her glasses too?
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Oh yeah. Mom was pulled together.
So then we got Gigi's photo of herself as a child, already wearing a dress. Love this.
Sweet little Samuel in the pink.
Then we get to the question,
So, Gigi, what would it mean to you to be crowned America's next drag superstar?
and this is where I thought Gigi kind of fumbled.
To me, it's not an option not to win. And you know, if the crown ends up going to one of my other sisters, I'm happy for them, but I know that I have been able to deliver in every single category that a drag race superstar has to give.
I saw this in the vein of, it's mine, I deserve it, and it's like, it might be more than that. Maybe it's not about you, Gigi. Also, don't get me wrong, everything she said was a fact. She is a deserving winner. She has worked hard enough to make it. It just didn't come off as the type of answer that Ru's looking for from the next drag superstar.
Gigi was bold.
Gigi's bold, Gigi's beautiful.
Okay, speaking of bold, Jada's hair, first of all. I just wrote in my notes in all caps, hair, girl. That wig gave me life. There was so much going on. And the wig even had baby hairs that were styled. I was like, oh my goodness, the detail. I gelled mine. Jada had her brother and her father there to support her, which is really nice. She looked really touched by that because, again, as we know, not everybody gets that kind of support, and certainly sometimes not always from the paternal figures in their lives. So that was really nice. The thing that Jada said that I really loved the most is when she got emotional and she said,
The way you feel about yourself is just as important as the way other people feel about you.
I was like, yes, teach the children. It's the same thing that I love about Gigi's confidence. I just think it's an important lesson for everyone to learn, regardless of whether or not you do drag. You can't give that power away.
What I appreciated in Jada's interview is that she does not let anything get in her way. She's in a tiny ass apartment. She's like, I'm gonna dance across the couch, tap dance on the friggin' tables if I need to.
Making a show work in a tiny ass apartment, I have no idea what that feels like.
Because Jada is what?
I'm a bitch of the bitches for the bitches. Like, I know, I know how it is to like grind so hard and so many times be told no, and it will give me a validation that, bitch, you know what your craft is, you know what you're doing, you're in the right place at the right time for the right reason.
Of the bitches for the bitches. So before we transition from the interviews to the lip syncs, we do have a PSA from Heidi and Closet.
This was so funny. This was basically Heidi's Hydrates 2.0, I would say. It was Heidi telling us to stay safe, and this is the part that killed me, and soft, I can't do the whistle, and supple.
Soft and supple.
I need you to make sure that you're staying safe and healthy, as well as soft and supple. Wash your hands, please.
I loved how Heidi had her boyfriend dressed up as RuPaul, telling her she won the challenge.
Heidi, you're the winner of this week's challenge.
Now say it like you mean it.
You know what? I could use a little Heidi's Hydrates because after all the hand washing, only the tears of a drag queen, I think, could keep our hands moist.
Heidi Hydrates, please sponsor us for our next season. So we start off, first lip sync is the face lip sync, the selfie lip sync, the lip selfie for your life, lip selfie synced for your life. It's three of them in close-up shots.
Face sync. This is really cool that they made it the focus of the lip sync. It was one of those examples, I think, of using what your limitations are and absolutely maximizing it, because we would never normally do this type of lip sync. But hey, if you're gonna be home anyways, all close to the camera.
Let's have a little TikTok moment.
For me personally, Gigi was my favorite, and I questioned if it was just because she was in the middle, and so my eye couldn't help but keep going to the middle, and I like the attitude.
I too was not sure if my eye was drawn to Gigi because she was in the middle. I thought Gigi's was really strong. I really liked her eyelash choreography. I also liked how you could see her being the call and response to the other girls, and I thought that was a really smart move, really showed the precision and detail in her lip sync and style.
Girls, get 'em back. Bring back my girls. Come on, bring back my ladies. Bring back my...
I also like Jada's lip sync here. I think it was smart of her to start with the hands. She kind of had the most 90s rap video fisheye lens vibe to it, and I really appreciated that. And then Crystal, I liked her lip sync, but next to the other two, it kind of faded into the background for me. Crystal does best when she can use her physicality, and that was kind of missing here, is that like comedy lives in the wide shot, and Crystal wasn't able to fully be her Crystal self in this lip sync.
After this lip sync, we did have a really sad and touching moment where we found out that one of the Drag Race producers, Jacqueline Wilson, had passed away.
Any of those moments that you see Queen sitting down, talking to that person on the other side of the camera, oftentimes that's Jacqueline. For me, that was Jacqueline.
I'm glad they did the tribute. We got to see all the queens. They gave us a chance to get to know her and to sort of thank her for all the joy that she's helped give us over all these years.
It's nice to take some time to appreciate someone who has shaped our experience of this show in such a subtle but important way.
So thank you, Jacqueline. Okay, lip sync
Anyways,
2.
lip sync number 2.
Okay, first of all, this was so interesting. I was just filled with curiosity to see how all of this was going to go down.
Yeah, so this was the lip sync that was produced by each queen. So I think they were in charge of everything from set design to editing.
Crystal was first with Like a Bird.
Crystal's was this very childish playtime puppet show. She had a literal gag moment. What can I say that wouldn't just be regurgitating what she already did?
I mean, it was funny and gross, but it was so perfect. It was like, this is what birds do. And she did the whole thing with a smile on her face. And Michelle said it perfectly. I couldn't describe it any better.
Creative, kooky, Crystal.
That had the energy of me praising a Gigi outfit of like, it's great, it's beautiful, it's exactly what she does every time.
You're perfect, you're beautiful, you look like Linda Evangelista, you're a model.
It was so perfectly Crystal. So yeah, second up was Gigi doing Aha's Take on Me, inspired by the video.
I was really mesmerized by it, I must say. I liked the set in the background, the black and white outfits, and I really loved the just kind of staccato movements going with the song, and that she did like a literal jump cut. I needed some throw-tay, because I was gagging.
Throw-tay, because bitch, you're gagging.
Why are you gagging? She gives a lot of face. She has, dare I say, animated features. Get it? Because it's a cartoon. I love the production design. The background was great, a work of art. Same with her outfits. Both of them were great. She had the moment in the mirror, which was a good reflection of the video. The one jump cut and the mirror trick were fun for me, but I would have liked to see more of that.
Not that I didn't think the editing was cool in the other videos, but I felt like that was almost like a bonus. So I definitely appreciated the fun touches like that, but for me, I felt like I just wanted to focus on the performance anyways.
No matter what the window dressing, you're still gonna have to turn out your lip sync. And Gigi did it. She gave us face, she gave us mouth, she gave us 80s realness.
It was so cool to see different interpretations of the same challenge too, right? Something we would never have seen if it was an onstage lip sync.
They didn't just say, how can we do 5 lip syncs? They said, okay, how can we do 5 lip syncs that we've never done before? Gigi's was great. Brings us to Jada Essence Hall's produced lip sync.
And Jada's song was Get Up, so she definitely used the lyrics too, where she started off lying on her couch in a robe and then got up and started dancing. And she really used the room. She used everything that she had.
The editing was very Jada. She did all the symmetrical shots or the mirrored images, and I think that really worked with her style, just like focusing on her dance and her movement. She just had such the glamour vibe. You can be inside a tiny apartment and still radiate money.
She looked like you took her straight out of an actual pop star music video. You know what I mean? It was definitely like a solid classic lip sync. And then I appreciated that she had like a few little editing touches for some flavor.
Yeah, Jada showing us that all you need to succeed is a fan and a dream. I loved the fan.
Jada belongs on a stage somewhere, obviously. You know,
Yeah.
the way she moves and her outfit and her look and everything. She looked right at home.
That's what I liked about Jada's performance the most, is that she embodied the same energy you would get in a nightclub or on a giant stage. There was nothing lost in translation. She was just as fierce as she would have been in front of the live audience. So we get to the judges' critiques. It's all positive at this point. You know they're giving no negative critiques in the finale.
Amazing.
Oh my God, you guys. This quarantine, I think it's getting to me. Because I actually agree with Michelle.
Thank you, judges. And as usual, you've been no help at all.
Miss Congeniality was next. I was so happy that we got to see Nina West, who is just a lovely human being, and was on the phone with Dolly Parton.
It can be exhausting being so nice all the time. I'm so nice I agreed to do this video.
Nina West takes a time machine to last week to present Miss Congeniality during the reunion. All the queens voted on it this season.
Yeah.
So we're done with the fan favorite. Not sure what could have caused that.
What fan favorite? Fan favorite. Miss fan favorite.
And so, the winner of Miss Congeniality is, drum roll please,
Heidi and Closet.
Fair very well deserved.
Yeah.
We all fell in love with Heidi this season.
I don't think it could have been anyone else. Heidi deserved this. We fell in love with her. The world fell in love with her. The cast fell in love with her. Leave her alone. The bitch is safe. Congrats, Heidi.
Yes, we just love Heidi. End closet. Oh, and also bonus, everybody else got a $2,000 cash tip. So hey.
Courtesy of Pantene Nutrient Blends.
Shout out to Nina West for shilling some hair products for that.
Come on, Miss Pantene stimulus checks.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out and buy some Pantene right now. Pantene, sponsor us. After everyone gets their stimulus checks, we get to see our reigning queen, Evie Oddly, frying her freak flag.
Let me go throw on my good sweatpants.
Yeah, it was really funny, and she had the kind of sock dress. It was fun, it was silly, it was like, it had that Evie, craziness.
Yeah, oddball vibe. She comes in right before the final lip sync. And Ru said that it was going to be down to 2 of them, and Ru lied.
You are all moving on to the final lip sync for the crown.
Okay, this is it, the final lip sync.
The time has come for you to lip sync for the crown.
All 3 queens had to lip sync to Survivor by Destiny's Child. All 3 queens were given the exact same set dressing and equipment so that it would be fair. And this was like a classic lip sync, bells and whistles, like the middle lip syncs. It was just 3 side by side. Show me what you got.
We had the same layout as the selfie one. We had Crystal on the left doing her thing.
To me, it looked like a bit of a Mad Hatter meets the Queen from Alice in Wonderland or something. She looked amazing, but I think unfortunately it kind of stopped there. We know now the finale, the ante has been upped so high. So I think to win, it wasn't quite strong enough compared to the other 2.
This is where I think Crystal kind of thrives on an audience. So I felt a bit of her energy was lacking there where I've seen it in other lip syncs, but we got a fierce lip sync from Crystal. I was even sitting there being like, is there a reveal under Crystal's dress? It can turn into a gimmick, but hey, it's the finale. This is the time for gimmicks. Just no butterflies. Gigi's reveal was a feat of modern engineering. Let me tell you, Leonardo da Vinci could never.
Her reveal was at once incredibly simple and yet dramatic at the same time. Like Dorothy in the black and white world, and then it turned to color and was a lot brighter, but it still really stood out. And then later on she ended up ripping off her boots, and she had the ruby slippers underneath, and she did a very subtle flip of her wig and changed from one that had pigtails to a different, slightly different, longer, curlier one.
All these reveals and everything are only window dressing if you can't pull out a good lip sync, and Gigi can pull out a good lip sync. We know this.
Exactly. I feel like she still performed well despite all the bells and whistles.
Speaking about performing well despite bells and whistles, our reveal queen of the night, I think that title goes to Jada. I thought Jada's was the strongest final lip sync out of the 3 of them.
Yeah, I think Jada's probably was the strongest because Jada definitely came to it with a lot of performance. Again, she went for full pop star, pop concert realness. It really felt like you were at an actual performance. And then when she did that last reveal, that was really cool because she had that skirt hanging there the whole time and we didn't realize it had that clear section with the crown just hovering above her head.
Keep on surviving.
You can tell the spark is inside of Jada. She is not waiting for an audience to validate her art. She knows exactly who she is and what she does. She could have been lip syncing for 1 person, 1 million people. She is still gonna give the exact same performance.
So you guys, this is the moment. The reveal.
Drum roll.
The winner of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 12 is...
Jada Essence Hall.
Jada Essence Hall! Woo! And no real crown, obviously. So Jada had a giant crown emoji. Fierce Jack Jules was like, we're not sending this in the mail. I mean, Jada's been strong and glamorous and beautiful and funny throughout. So we are happy to see it.
A well-deserved win. She came out of the gate hot and just kept consistently performing, not getting in her own head.
Jada is so glamorous, but at the same time, she was very relatable. She's always been so elegant and so polished. That's the word that comes to mind when I think of Jada. She's incredibly polished.
Jada turned out some amazing lip syncs tonight. I think she was the strongest lip sync performer out of all of them.
Like we said, and it really was true. It felt like anybody could have taken it, but there was different reasons for everybody to win. You know, she really did have that warmth and that sort of no-nonsense thing about her, and she was always lifting up the people around her.
I think it is the moment for a queen who is of the bitches for the bitches. Jada Essence Hall is the whole package.
Jada always had to be rich and opulent. It made sense.
Yeah, part of me wonders if she won just because money is attracted to her. So, like, Ru's like, and the $100,000, oh, it's slipping out of my hands. I guess it's going towards Jada.
Exactly. At some point when this calms down, there definitely has to be like some sort of crown and jewel and like full Jada regalia moment.
Yeah, so congratulations, Jada Essence Hall, on winning RuPaul's Drag Race Season 12. Going down in history.
Definitely congratulations to Jada. And that was such a tough season. So of all the seasons to be proud of winning, Season 12 is it.
I think it's a memorable moment even in TV history. This is one of the first television events on this level that's had to be filmed, edited, produced during a pandemic. And I think they did a great job all around.
Wow, you guys, honestly. First of all, we're at the end of this season. Doing the show has just been an amazing, incredible journey. I have had so much fun with Sam and Alex, who you guys don't see, but he's behind the scenes and he is also part of this team. We're a trio here, even though we only see two of us on camera. And it's been absolutely amazing. You guys have been an amazing, supportive audience.
We've had a blast. I can't believe we made it through this crazy and tumultuous season. No one could have predicted we would be where we're at right now. We thank you all from the bottom of our hearts. This has been the craziest, most fun thing in the world. You guys are always here to talk about the queens and the season, and there's just so much love in the chat and the comments, and that doesn't always happen on the internet.
Exactly. You give us life with your positive comments. You're just so kind and so generous.
And speaking of generous, we're also looking for sponsoring partners to help make our next season a little easier. So if you know anyone who wants to partner with us for All Stars 5, we love doing this and we want to do everything we can to keep bringing this show to you. We know Manscaped has been looking for some partners, so if you want to help us out and tweet at them, say that they could partner with our lovely show, we would love to sell you guys razors for your junk. At the moment, we're still not exactly sure what form our All Stars 5 coverage will take, whether it's going to be a YouTube show like this, whether we're going to move it to social media. So make sure you follow all our socials and stay up to date on all things MsMojo so you know exactly what we're going to do with our Drag Race coverage. You can follow us on Instagram at MsWatchMojo. You can follow me on Instagram at TheBDZ or on Twitter at BDZ.
Of course, as always, stay tuned to MsMojo. We've got plenty of Drag Race content there. Even if you don't always see us on camera, we're still behind the scenes working on that. And we're gonna have a list on the best moments from season 12, of course, so stay tuned for that soon. We're excited. Drag is just beautiful and it's love, and let's just keep that joy, let's keep that energy in the world, right? It's what we all need right now. Let's keep it going.
It's been so lovely to share all these moments with you, to share this season with you. You guys have been giving us life. We hope we've been giving it right back. So for one final sign off, I'm Sam.
I'm Eliza.
And this has been MsMojo's Drag Race RuCap for season 12.
Bye.
Bye.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Mwah.
Virtual hugs. Thank you so much.
Mwah.